Abandoned places are like a walkway to mystery, horror, and the unknown, as one cannot expect what you can find there. From magical-looking staircases to skeletons and dead bodies and humans living in these dungeons, there is no limit to what one can find here. But how terrifying are these abandoned buildings? Are they safe for humans to explore? And what exactly were discovered inside them? Let's find out some of the most terrifying discoveries in abandoned places in today's video. In July 2023, a YouTuber named Chris went ahead to explore an abandoned building which was actually a school. The infamous Robert Fulton School is a horror site, yet a fantasy among explorers, as it is a completely different world filled with unknown secrets and mysteries. However, what this vlogger caught on camera was an absolute shock to the entire world. Take a look. They found a man living inside the school and ran for their lives as they weren't sure if he would attack them. Why would someone live in such a scary and creepy building? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. A miner found this mystical-looking stairway in the middle of nowhere, which made everyone believe in the possibility of unknown life underwater. With a stunning blue light emerging out of these stairways and no one knowing where it would lead to, this stairway was either the home to Ariel or a sea monster, and there was nothing in between. A YouTuber named Mo Sargi, along with his friend, decided to uncover what was inside the hospital that was abandoned years ago. What he found inside will leave you with more questions than answers. Take a look. The hospital beds were completely covered with blood, almost as if someone was killed there. The walls also had the word "leave" written in blood. Who wrote this and why? When they went forward, they found this disturbing scene. A giant dead turtle rotting was found in the hospital. However, the explorers went on with their journey to find out what else was in store for them. And then this happened. There were also urine and blood samples of the patient that remained on the shelf in good condition, proving that the hospital was functioning some time back. So what happened for the hospital to suddenly look like this? A TikTok user shared this video of an abandoned underground cave which shocked the entire world. With the ladders leading down the stairs looking like it was a man-made hell on earth, users were wondering what exactly happened in this place before it got abandoned. Completely flooded in water, the cave looked terrifying, but upon further discovery, metal equipment and mine helmets were discovered, hinting that this was an abandoned mining hole which is no longer in use. What was mined here? And why was it abandoned? Did some natural calamity take place and where lives were lost in some unfortunate event? Guess we'll never know. What would you do if you saw a man inside an abandoned factory? This was footage captured by a vlogger in the Westminster factory who was exploring this abandoned building to entertain his viewers. But what he found inside is about to blow your mind. Take a look. The vlogger found a man hunched back and sitting still, almost like he was possessed. Not knowing what he was doing there, he simply walked away in fear. But a few moments later, he was concerned about the poor guy and wanted to help him out in some way, so he found his way back to him. But then, this happened. The man was no longer found there. Scared where he went, the vlogger started panicking and looking around to find the missing man. Moving cautiously with each one of his moves, the vlogger tried to find him. Suddenly, out of nowhere, he saw this. Unsure if the guy had any weapons in hand and whether he was sane, the vloggers decided it was wise to leave him alone and not go behind him any further. But how was this man living in these nasty circumstances, and was he under the influence? All we know is that they made the right call to leave him alone. Nothing is probably as scary as a cemetery, right? Wrong. Try taking a look at this open grave where skeletons were kept out in the open on display. This abandoned cemetery had the remains of the dead out in the open for display. These half remains are certain to freak even the bravest and make one wonder why this cemetery was abandoned in the first place. This random greenhouse was abandoned and no one knows why. With no one living in these houses for as long as anyone can remember, This man tried to take a peek at what is inside this house, and you will not believe what he found. The entire house was in shambles and had no signs of any humans. He searched the house for long enough to see if anyone was hiding in there, but found no one. By the end of the video, the guy found some drawings and paintings on the floor which proved that there were kids living there before. But where did they go? Were they kidnapped? The mystery remains unknown. On a scary exploration of the unknown, this YouTuber named Urbex Hill was on a mission to find out what was inside a haunted school. With rumors about paranormal activities taking place inside the school, the guy took a courageous move to find out some answers. In no time, he found a scary man staring at him, dead in the eye. The YouTuber freaked out and ran for his life, but after calming himself down, he came back once again to find out who this man was and why he was living in this scary building. He walked closer and closer, but there were no answers, and he remained still. Finally, when Urbex Hill went close enough, he realized that the man was simply a doll made to scare people. But who put this mysterious-looking doll there in the first place, and why? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. This video, which was shot in 2013, was of an abandoned factory with no signs of humans moving in or out of the factory. The building was abandoned for the last 30 years. On this particular night, the neighbors were frightened when out of the blue all the fire alarms went off all at once. It was shocking to believe that the fire alarms were still working, and even more confusing as to why they went off. Was there a fire inside the building? Who caused it? Nobody, till this day, knows. This couple was enjoying their bonfire by the forest when they heard weird noises from the abandoned house behind them. After a few times of ignoring them, they finally decided to take a look to see if anyone was snooping on them. As they entered, they noticed the hand of a pale-skinned creature that did not quite look like a human or an animal. Confused and scared with this sight, they went ahead to find out what this creature was, but it ran away into the forest. What do you think was the creature they caught on camera? This video has got to be the scariest one among them all, where a YouTuber named Tom tries to explore the abandoned Ridge Lee Hospital. However, things spiral completely out of control when the man tries to attack Tom and his friends. Terrified, the group runs for their lives. Fortunately, none of the friends or Tom were hurt in the incident, but I bet they never thought of stepping foot into another abandoned site ever again. A church is the last place where one would imagine to see a ghost, but the same cannot be said for this abandoned church. This creepy video is certain to keep you awake at night. But is it actually a ghost, or just another fake doll kept there to scare us? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. We will see you guys very soon.